at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken short. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
I don't care who you put on.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. He's going to lose 17 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's airing it up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right there, 56. I don't think you got it, sir.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Miles Boykin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get the ball.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The catch is made by Riley Ridley. 21-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Defense, let's go.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow.
Go on, 80. 59. You're trapped. You're trapped.
15.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. That's caught at the 3. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Williams, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Miles Boykin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down.
They run, it's Williams. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
57.
Buzz, check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. Watch the motion.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Right side.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
43.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
53.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, watch the slant.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
43.
Check the backer, check the backer. Smoke.
Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. On third down, Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. They go with the option on. Now Trubisky lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll run with Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here's Trubisky, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Boykin taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty.
I'm so confused. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. This time, Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
56.
Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Now how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, ball. Hey, seam six.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Go going.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
15.
52 by 7, let's go. Not today, you are. Not today.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Xavier Howard on recovery.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Here we go.
Mike 53. 53. Mike.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout.
53's the Mike. 53.
So they'll
Check,
stop the
53.
clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check. Motion to backfield.
Attack.
Haywood. Let's go. Hey, we got
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Mike 56.
No gain on this defense.
One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.